Hey everyone, and welcome back to Death Stranding 2. On this video, we're doing main order 15, deliver test subject Kangaroo to animal shelter. And we can pick that order up right over there in Rainbow Valley. But first, let's head to the terminal here on the Magellan. We're going to store our pickup and bring out our tri-cruiser. So pickup is going in. Tri-cruiser is coming out. Okay, let's go get that order, and we got a Chiral crystal on the way. Somebody set up a ladder there to cross the water, but don't think we're quite gonna be able to use the ladder with our vehicle, so we'll just cross. No problem. All right, let's get our order.
Sam, your next order requires you to recover an escaped kangaroo, the subject of an important experiment. Seems the bushland area it hopped off to is one where the chiral density is extremely high, meaning you'll need to get it back to the animal shelter ASAP to ensure its safety. This is a ticking clock situation, Sam. I'll brief you on the details while you review your map. Accept the main order from this delivery terminal when you're ready to get underway.
Deliver the test subject Kangaroo to the animal shelter. A kangaroo has escaped from the animal shelter. It is currently lying prone in the forest to the south of the shelter, which is known for its bushfires and high chiral density. Rescue the kangaroo from the forest and return it to the animal shelter, and there's a time limit of 30 minutes.
Hey Sam, Charlie here. Since this is your first order involving the capture and preservation of animals, allow me to provide additional information. The kangaroo you're looking for is somewhere in this area. Once you've arrived, use your Odra deck to begin searching for the creature. You can transport the kangaroo in your standard issue animal carrier. No need to fabricate anything unique. Get close enough to the kangaroo and deploy the carrier to capture it. It will be a bulky piece of cargo, but you should be able to carry it on your back like any other container. However, you will need to traverse some heavily wooded mountains as well as rivers and uneven terrain. Bear this in mind when considering what equipment to take with you. All right, time to proceed with route planning and final preparations.
Okay, let's draw our route.
Commencing route creation.
So, we're gonna head straight to the kangaroo. From the kangaroo, we'll head up the hill and then over to the shelter.
Delivery route finalized.
Looks good. Okay, in fabricate equipment, we have something new. That would be the tar cannon, and we are gonna make one. And we'll put that in our backpack. All right, and then I guess we may as well pick up an A-Pass enhancement. Let's get this one for 20 memory. Improved water filtration. Augments your canteen's water filtration capabilities, allowing it to fill more quickly when submerged in rivers or exposed to timefall. Supposedly, it also makes the contents taste better. So, there we go. Let's head out.
Order accepted. Thank you.
Our timer has begun.
Can't wait until our next
And we're going this way.
What in the world?
We have a situation, Sam. I'm tracking a fresh bushfire near the injured kangaroo's location. Clock's ticking. Secure the poor little bugger ASAP and bring the shelter onto the chiral network. Once the DHV Magellan can join you on site, we'll see what we can do about that fire.
All right, managed to get some lost cargo for the shelter. You can see we got fire, and it's starting to spread. So you want to hurry before it spreads too aggressively. try to get through here quick. Got a chiral decontaminator for animals over there. We're gonna go pick that up. Whoa! Hello. This way.
Look out, Sam! Fire! We need to get away from here as quickly as possible.
I'm trying. All right, chiral decontaminator for animals. Picking that up. And then we'll get this chiral crystal. We've got electromagnetic steel plates over there for the shelter. Pick those up. That fire is spreading. All right, over here.
Hey, Sam, over there! I see the kangaroo. Get close enough to put it in an animal carrier for transport.
All right, first we're going to quickly manage our cargo. We're gonna throw the chiral decontaminator for animals into the tri-cruiser, as well as the electromagnetic steel plates. All right, place an animal carrier.
All right, time to make our getaway.
All right, definitely need to make our getaway. The fire is spreading. All right, we've got veterinary antibiotics over there. We've also got some metals here. Let me quickly get these metals. We're going to use our, our tar cannon.
Now leaving chiral network coverage.
All right, got those metals. Let's go. Let's keep a move on. We want to be quicker in here.
This was marked as a dangerous location on your map, Sam. We could get trapped here by the bushfire. Keep moving to ensure that doesn't happen.
I am moving as quick as I can. We need to get those veterinary antibiotics over there. It's going to be a little tough. Let me get through here. Actually, how the heck am I going to get those? I don't know if we can. We're going to try. Where are they at? They're over there. All right, we're going to go for it, but we got to be quick. Oh, hold on. Tar cannon's out. Going through the fire! Oh, taking a little bit of fire damage. We made it. Put this away real quick. Put that on our back. Bring it back out. Shoot our way back to our vehicle. Alright. We got it. Oh, took some fire damage. Dang. Alright, let me just check in on my kangaroo. It's taking 2% damage, perfect. Alright, we gotta keep that under 5%. Alright, there's chiral crystals there. I guess I may as well grab them, they're right there. Seems silly not to. Oh. Oh, I think the fire's spreading behind me too. Oh, hold on, I want this. Oh, I can't carry it. Hold on, why not? Why not? Auto range. There we go. Oh crap, get in the vehicle quick. Oh boy. All right, through here. How's our damage? I'm a little worried. 3%, we're okay. I think it's just burning my feet, maybe. All right, we got seedling up there. That's gonna be hard to get. How are we gonna get that? Maybe we can go around. Let's try to go around. Oh, that's not gonna help. Oh, we're okay. We can get to it. We can get to it. We got it. Let's keep going. What else we got? We got something up there. What is that?
Still not sure how we survived that. Anyway, we have a Cupid to connect, right?
We made it! Got a little rough there. We got some resins. Alright. We put a marker down there. I guess we may as well go to it. Why not? Oh, it's right next to a Chiral crystal. How nice.
That's the place, huh?
Not too shabby.
Good morning, Tito. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, sir. Security measures lifted. Weapons detected. Be advised that usage is restricted inside facility grounds. Access the delivery terminal.
Okay, only 3% damage, so we got the S rank, and we picked up 6 other items. We were busy.
You must be Sam. We've heard all about you from your friends at Drawbridge. Go ahead and connect us to the Chiral network.
New strand established. Chiral network coverage has expanded, granting access to the following. It's a decoy holo grenade. A grenade that produces a decoy hologram to draw enemy attention. Must be activated manually once thrown. The hologram produced will depend on what the nearby enemy is doing. Can be stored in a grenade pouch. We also got 20 memory for 8-pass enhancements.
Thank you, Sam. Don't worry about the fire. Rainey will put it out for us.
Tell me though, who is she exactly?
It's been about 6 months now, since I first heard about the girl who brought the rain.
Whenever I stepped outside, the timefall came. There was nothing that I could do to make it stop. And they hated me for it. Including my parents, who told me to leave. I was the witch who brought the timefall. A monster to be locked up in a cage. A few even tried to burn me alive. The most dedicated witch hunters. I struck out on my own. I I was alone for so long. In desperation, I enrolled in a special UCA program, hoping to find purpose as a mother. Hi there. You're safe. But even after I got pregnant, I still couldn't find anyone willing to take me in.
I'm sorry.
No!
We need to leave right now.
Please!
God, get out of here!
No one wanted anything to do with me. All they saw was a witch, to be hated and feared. Until that day. I'm so sorry.
Hey there. You're Rainey, aren't you?
Who's asking?
Someone who's been looking for you. For you and your power.
You want my power? Why?
You're a pharmacon. Medicine that can harm, poison that can heal. It's all in how you use it. Want to come work for me? I believe you can save the world.
You do?
There are things only you can accomplish.
Only me. Really?
Really. My name's Fragile. And I'm happy we could finally meet. I'm here for you. For both of you. I'll be your umbrella. And together we'll show the world the hope in your reign. Come on. Who wouldn't want the baby to catch a cold? Come on.
Drawbridge is even more amazing than we'd heard. Thanks to everything you've done for us, the animals are unharmed and the facilities are holding up just fine. It's a wonderful relief. Anyway, I'll check your orders now. Kangaroo seems to be in fine spirits. You took good care of it, I can tell.
We got the S rank, 3% damage. The following music data is now available. Story of Rainy, a song that can be played via the music player or through customized structures. We also got Amekara Nijie.
I can't believe you found this. We'd all but given up hope. I hope you'll continue to work with us.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Okay, we're up to porter grade 95.
The kangaroo you rescued seems to be alright, thank goodness. Oh, she's so very special to us, and we're relieved to have her back in one piece. Once she's had a bit more time to recuperate, we'll move her to the reserve next door where you can visit anytime you like. By the way, we've uploaded our decoy hologrenade data to the network. You can trigger it remotely once thrown, creating a distraction that'll lure enemies away. It might just save your life if you run afoul of any troublemakers.
What's so special about this kangaroo?
Well, we first found her in an area with high concentrations of chiralium. How wild animals are affected by prolonged exposure is something we still don't understand completely. But it's thought this may be a key factor in how chiral creatures come into existence. So, you can see why our wee girl would be an invaluable research subject.
You mentioned a reserve?
It's where we look after the animals in our care. The vegetation around here didn't die out like elsewhere, and we still have a reliable water supply. After we screen each animal in our underground facilities, we release them into the reserve and monitor their health over time. When that kangaroo you rescued is strong enough, we'll move her up top where she'll be able to stretch her legs. That being said, changes in the environment can have a profound impact on many species, causing never-before-seen creatures to appear, throwing the ecosystem into chaos. Which is why we strive to preserve native animals here for future generations.
All right, I'm heading out.
Cheers, Sam. You really helped us out. At this rate, we're poised to lose so many native species that predate the Death Stranding. And once they're gone, there's no getting them back. Between the bushfires caused by chiral cinders and animals behaving strangely and getting hurt, it's been pretty bad. But I've heard that these environmental anomalies might be resolved once and for all when Australia is fully linked up. So I've got high expectations for you and your friends. Speaking of which, how would you feel about assisting us with our preservation efforts? It'd be a simple matter of capturing any wild animals you see out on their own and bringing them to us. Even a few would make a real difference. Give it some thought, eh?
Well done, Sam. Return to the DHV Magellan and report to the bridge. I'd like to tell you a little bit more about Rainy and her talents.
Order completed. Well done.
Okay, let's access the terminal again. I've got some materials. Let's see, we got these metals, and we also picked up some resins. Alrighty, let's go. Oh, and we may as well give these local porters a like. Hello, porters. You're doing good work.
Thanks for the help.
Oh, he's offering me a ladder? Nah, I'm good. Just wanted to give you guys a like. I don't need your stuff.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Take care, Sam.
Okay, here we are. Make sure that vehicle's on the turntable. And we're heading to the bridge.
When she's outside, Rainie's constantly surrounded by timefall. But within a 1.5-meter radius of her body, a different kind of precipitation is observed. We call it core fall. Anything it touches is restored to an earlier state. In other words, it has the power to heal and repair, to counteract timefall's effects. Sadly, people only see the timefall, and not the remarkable woman standing in the eye of the storm. Still no signs of growth?
I should be due any day now. If things were normal, that is. But the baby's still stuck at 7 months.
She has still baby syndrome. Have you ever heard of it?
I met a few preppers in Mexico that had something like that.
They're not isolated cases. It seems to be happening everywhere. Though who knows if it's a syndrome or a symptom of something else.
Simply put, the fetus stops growing at about 7 months. To be clear, it doesn't die, but it no longer moves, as if it's frozen in time. Several treatments, including C-sections, have been attempted. Unfortunately, removal from the womb invariably results in death. And while not all pregnancies are affected, it's yet another contributing factor to the already low birth rate. The Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative just isn't enough to compensate.
You got any idea what's causing it?
There's speculation that it's due to an imbalance in the beach itself. I'm sure it's been explained to you before that countless individual beaches exist, a multiverse of beaches, so to speak, and that they are all governed by an upper beach on a higher plane. Expansion of the chiral network to cover the whole UCA may have inadvertently disrupted the link to that beach. Or so they think.
BB units were also 7-month-old fetuses. So it's not hard to believe that the beach might very well influence the unborn.
While I can offer you no concrete answer, I can state that the plan to extend the chiral network into the Australian continent, to take it worldwide, is also intended to help restore balance to the aforementioned upper beach. And in doing so, it is possible that we may resolve the issue of still baby syndrome.
let's talk to Dollman.
To wake up to another order is just... I wish they could be a bit more considerate. I was looking into the conditions that led to the bushfire we escaped. It seemed to have been caused by a phenomenon known as chiral cinders. Unlike other items washed up by the currents, cinders violently erupt from the tar and soar through the sky before crashing to the ground. This phenomenon has been observed across the continent and has led to an increase in bushfires. It's one more potential threat to keep an eye out for.
Ever wanted to learn more about the various creatures housed at the animal shelter, Sam? Well, there's a speaker outside the facility that they use to broadcast updates. Might be good to check in on some of the animals we've taken there once in a while.
I'm so glad that we were able to save that kangaroo's life. It's easy to forget that humans aren't the only creatures affected by the Death Stranding. Protecting our remaining wildlife isn't just the right thing to do. It can also help us to better understand how the environment has changed. Rainey was a vision to behold. To put out that fire so effortlessly. Her powers are incredible, don't you think? The kangaroo you rescued is currently being cared for and studied at the animal shelter. You know, if you ever want to stop by and see how it's doing, I wouldn't object. Are you curious how I maintain my youthful appearance? It's because Rainey lets me shower in her core fall from time to time.
Well, speaking of showering, let's use the toilet and shower. Oh, but first we have a message. From the animal shelter staff, Kangaroo's feeling better. Here's the kangaroo Sam rescued. Isn't she doing well? We're still running tests on her, but the early signs are good. We can never thank Sam and Drawbridge enough. Happy animals for the win. And Olivia Westbury says, that's great to hear. We could learn a lot from kangaroos. After all, they only move forwards, never back. And Old Oz says, roos are an Australian icon. I'm glad someone's putting in the hard yards to make sure they're taken care of. Thanks, Drawbridge. We also got a message from Rainey. Grassroots activities. I've made it rain at a few facilities I visited with Drawbridge, and we're already starting to see the results. Now I want to bring the rain to a lot more places. Even a little bit helps. Here's to bringing nature back to life. Glenn Rain says, nice work, Rainey. I'll keep praying for Drawbridge's continued success. And the animal shelter staff says, amazing. The animals look pretty happy to hear this, too. And I didn't like that. And now I will like this. Nope. Okay, now we'll use the toilet and shower.
Hi, Sam.
Okay, 60 chiral crystals for that.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Looking clean as a whistle.
Okay, and we'll do the normal eating and drinking, although I don't know if I actually used any stamina there. We'll find out. So is this drink gonna do anything for us? Apparently not. Alrighty, well, in that case... Oh, right, talk to Dollman.
Was that tasty, Sam?
And we'll head to the surface.
like a child.
Okay. Let's go ahead and look at our corpus. So, story so far, we have connecting the Northern Environmental Observatory. And order details, we have deliver all aid packages to the Northern Environmental Observatory. In our databank, we have an entry for Rainy under people. And we also have the animal shelter staff. Then creatures, we have wild animals. And test subject Kangaroo. Facilities, we have the animal shelter. Whoops. And weapons, we have the decoy hollow grenade. And let's see, anything else? Yes, in environment, we have bushfires. And chiral senders. In systems and initiatives, we have the Genetic Diversity Conservation Initiative. And we have terraforming. Alright, and then I believe we do have some new tips. Let's scroll down. We have rescuing wild animals. I think that's it. Indeed, that is it. Alrighty. So, we have a new message. From Olivia Westbury. A new savior has arrived, Yamato Transport. Japan's globally renowned delivery company, Yamato Transport, has expanded to Australia. Their logo features a black cat gently carrying her kitten in her mouth, and containers bearing this logo will be transported on the monorail network. If you spot one during the course of your deliveries, be sure to stop and take a photo. The Yamato Transport cat logo sign is now available for use. Yamato Transport is going to reconnect the whole world by bringing people together through the making of deliveries. I like it. And then Rainy sent us a message, there's someone in my house. It seems an order's been issued to deliver cargo from the animal shelter to my house. What's odd is that the order came from my shelter, but there shouldn't be anyone there right now, unless someone's broken in. I've got a bad feeling about this. If it's not too much trouble, could you head to the animal shelter and see if you can find out what's going on? I like it. Well, I don't really like it, but I like the message. Alrighty. So, with that, we are all done here. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.